Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. A couple days ago, was talking about if it doesn't flow, let it go. And I was having a bit of a debacle trying to find a place to get my hair done because I'm out of town. And so I kept trying to struggle against that. And I finally just flowed myself into the beauty supply store and got this stuff to do it and did it myself. So ta-da. I think it came out really good. Honestly, I think it came out better than when I've even gone into the salon, and it was like a quarter of the price. So it was a bit messy. I'm going to say that. I think that they charge the price they do just so that the mess is all in a salon and not in your house. I managed to get most of it just on this one tie-dye sheet that I have. So I'm going to wash that today. It has a bunch of brown streaks on it. So that's never good, having brown streaks on, brown mystery streaks on things. Hopefully some of that comes out. And this is like day, I don't know, 17 or something of me scratching my eyes out at night. But it's going to be only usually lasts through the end of June, sometimes the first couple days of July. But that's coming up. So around that time, I'll be able to finally do a lot more stuff outdoors. I kind of limit it now. I have been going to the gym and things like that. But like today, I was thinking it'd be a nice day to do a bike ride, but that would just be asking for trouble. So I did find a yoga class in studio that I'm going to go to today. So that's going to be fun. It's been a while since I've done that. I will say nowadays they push more towards somatic yoga, which means you feel out how it feels in your body. You don't have to for sure try to make each pose and force yourself into the poses. So this has kind of been a trend that's been going along. I don't know what brought it up. I don't know if it's a Eastern or Western thing. My guess is that it's a Western idea because we don't really, there's a lot of things that our culture doesn't believe in, like strict discipline on things, and I'm all for that. I'm right there with them on that, especially now. I've gone to thousands of yoga classes over the years, but like I said, the last one I did it through Zoom and I had to turn my camera off. So now I'll be in person. I won't be able to turn off my camera. Keep me honest. Today is just going to keep it simple with the mantra. This is one of my favorites. This is one my teacher, my guru, uses all the time. It's just, I am letting go. I am free. I am letting go. I am free. In this moment, we are all free. In the next moment, who knows? We might pick up an epigenetic memory. We might pick up, I guess they would call them maybe somatic memories. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I know when I've seen the yoga that they've considered somatic, there's like a lot of hip openers and stuff. And it has been said that that's where a lot of traumatic memories and things can be held in the body, is through the hips. And I've noticed some of that as well. So I think it probably all goes together. I think that's where my epigenetic memories come from. That's for sure. I am letting go. I am free. Okay, let's do a couple of asanas. Inhale, arms up. slight back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Bend at the knees. Inhale, half lift. Walk your hands forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then just kind of paddle out here for a minute. I'm always so tight right there. Oh. Anyway, I talked to a friend of mine that a long time ago, he became vegan and quit drinking, like at least 10 years ago, I think. And he found out finally that I've quit drinking and become vegan. So he reached out to me just to remind me that I used to always make fun of him. Well, of course, the way he said it was I was always talking shit about it. I think that's a funny phrase. I like to say that sometimes, even though I don't like to cuss, but I do like to say that, like, oh, he's just talking shit. It's funny to me. Anyway, yeah, and so I reminded him that the nature of my existence is pretty much anything that I make fun of or talk shit about ends up being part of my life somehow. So I've learned to be really careful on that. It's kind of the same thing as having a judgment about something. Anything that you have a judgment about, you'll end up having to experience. So be really careful. Inhale, look up. And then just thread it through. And then you can stretch out this other arm and stretch out your wrists and fingers. Other side. If it doesn't flow, let it go. I was so happy about doing my own hair. That was empowering because, for one thing, you guys know I was like going up against a bunch of obstacles about it, and that whole issue of being outside the salon early in the morning and they weren't even open that day. And then I went to 2 other places that couldn't get me in. I called about 5 to 6 places that couldn't get me in. So I just said, you know, I'm going to go into this store and see what happens. And it was cool. Of course, obviously, I watched some YouTube tutorials. I know that it is a chemical process, and I respect that. And I understand that people have to go to a long time of school for that, and I respect them for that. But there are some things that it's like, okay, this isn't rocket science. I'm sorry. I watched a YouTube video, and that was all I needed to know. That told me everything I needed to know. I will say the lady at the store got randomly mad at me all of a sudden, and I don't know why she was mad at me, and I'm not sure that she knows why, because she realized that she was in the wrong after that, like right away, and was overly extra nice to me. So I really appreciated that. Like, we all have moments of being a jerk, and sometimes it takes us a little bit of time to catch it, and she caught it right away. I don't know. I think she could tell that I hadn't done it before, but I was like being nice about it. But I had got these 2 boxes, and the boxes looked totally different, but I was looking at them and they were the exact same thing. So I was just like, I was thinking this must be their new packaging, was my thought. And so I brought those up there, and she started yelling at me. She's, I don't know, something about, you can't add this with this other thing. And I'm like, what? Whoa, I'm not. I'm just I thought these were the same exact thing because they say all the same thing on here. They just look different. And she looked and she was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. And then she was like, oh, do you need a bag? And she gave me a bag for free, which was really nice. Like around here, they charge 5 to 10 cents. So I don't know if it's like that wherever you guys live, and I generally bring one with me. I'm pretty good about that, but I didn't have one there because I didn't know, because you have to get the dye, and then you have to get like this comb to apply it, and a bowl, and then clips, so it ended up being quite a bit of stuff, but it was still really reasonably priced compared to going to a salon. I usually go to the school, which still ends up costing about like 60 to 70, and then if you go to any salon, it's like at least 100. So, and I paid 25. I am letting go. I am free. Free yourself inside your body too. Anytime you feel like there's stuckness, you can free it. I get a lot of stuckness, I think, in my hips just because I have had that injury for a long time there, and maybe that's just a thing for women, but I definitely have to loosen them up every day, and my wrists too. Everyone's body's different, so just kind of know where you hold that stress and give yourself permission to release it. You don't have to hold on to stress. I notice when I'm working at Macy's, a lot of times I'll hold my stress in my shoulders. I can tell because as soon as there's something that causes a little bit of panic that I have to worry about or be concerned about, I'll instantly feel my in between, like my shoulder blades just tighten up. So I am letting go. I am free. Another thing I started doing is getting up earlier because that caused me so much stress. The other day when I had to get up early for that hair appointment, I was like, okay, Andrea, you need to train yourself out of that kind of a discomfort. And I'm telling you, the amount of people that want to talk shit about me going to bed early, and this has been like a long time of my life having to deal with this with people because I do like to go to bed early in general. Just admit that, but I don't always wake up early, but now I've been training myself to wake up early. And when I used to work in medical, I had to get up at 3 in the morning, so I for sure went to bed early then. And there would be people, you're going to bed right now, I can't believe that. So I would always make sure and call them first thing in the morning when I got up. I'm up already. I bet you'll get this message in about 5 hours. Or today when I got up at 6:30, I'm up, starting my day. You'll probably get this around 10. Yeah, I did some of it today too. I'm going to continue to do that until people stop talking shit about my going to bed early. Leave me alone. I like to be in my bed tucked away I like to go to bed at 9 and be asleep by 10, but I may even change it to going to bed at 8 and being asleep by 9. I was thinking about that today. Really, really disturb people. All right, guys. I am letting go. I am free. Free. Feels good. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day.